And check out the view from the CTV Skywatch camera looking out to the southeast about an hour ago there. Mainly cloudy skies right now, 2 degrees, and that is our daytime high. We achieved that at noon. We actually achieved our estimated daytime high when we talked yesterday of 1 degree. We got to that early this morning, and then we've kind of stayed consistent in that temperature vein. Winds are out of the west-southwest, and that's why our temperatures have stayed in the positive numbers today. That's going to be a bit of a change as far as wind direction goes as we head into tomorrow. That's when the winds in the upper levels will be shifting to the north, and that'll pull down a slightly cooler air mass, so we'll be in minus single-digit highs. We're not going into a deep freeze, but we'll certainly have a bit of a change afoot. You can already see that cooler air mass to the north of us, but here in the south, still pulling in 0 and then positive numbers in many areas. And we have a system off the BC coast that's giving Vancouver the next 5 days of soggy conditions. Some of that precipitation will end up drifting into southern Alberta. We still have an area of high pressure, little pockets of high pressure that are scattered in southern Alberta, but that's breaking down as we speak, and it's going to be allowing a drift off of some of that cloud cover, some of that precipitation in the form of some flurries, maybe some light snow tomorrow evening. We're seeing some pockets of that just starting to kind of push off the foothills in various areas, but as we get into tomorrow, we'll be keeping an eye on that situation. We're not expecting huge accumulations by any stretch of the imagination, but just be aware, cooler temperatures, wind direction changing, and that precipitation starting probably tomorrow afternoon in the form of some flurry activity. And you can see that being replicated by the forecaster here as we get into tomorrow. Just some pockets of it making its way to the south. Most of the concentration will be further to the north. As I said, that area of high pressure or pockets of high pressure is still trying to dominate southern Alberta, so it's not going to be a full blast of snow making its way into southern Alberta. 1 degree in St. John's right now. They're expecting some snow showers to start tonight and continue for a couple of days. Through the Maritimes, a few days of sunshine, few days of showers following that, but then the highest concentration of precipitation is from Toronto all the way through the Ottawa Valley. 3 or 4 days of rain mixed with snow is what they're looking forward to. A little cloudy in Winnipeg right now, minus 13. Minus 16 and minus 15 in Regina and Saskatoon. They had a sunny day there. Minus 5 in Edmonton, 2 degrees in Kelowna, 6, and as I said, soggy on the coast in Vancouver. Some ice crystals in Whitehorse right now, and in Yellowknife getting some light snow right now, and they're sitting at minus 23 degrees. For your regional forecast, East Kootenay, you're looking at mainly cloudy skies tonight, down to minus 7. Cloudy with flurries throughout the day tomorrow, minus 2 for a daytime high. Even though your winds are out of the west at the surface, they'll be out of the north up top. Crow's Nest Pass, looking at cloudy skies tonight, windy tonight, tomorrow not as windy. Cloudy with flurries in the afternoon, minus 2 for your high, dropping to minus 12 later in the afternoon. Medicine Hat, partly cloudy tonight, down to minus 8. Some flurries, possibly some evening snow tomorrow, minus 6 degrees for a daytime high, and your winds will be out of the northeast even at the surface. Lethbridge, we're looking at minus 10 for a low tonight, and then we're looking at minus 6 for a high. We'll achieve that early in the day and slide down to minus 10 later in the afternoon, and we're expecting that flurry activity tomorrow, possibly right now some evening snowfall tomorrow night, but certainly not huge amounts is what we're looking at right now. And then the negative numbers continue. Friday we have another chance of some flurries, but then we get a real shift in the directional flow, and we're expecting winds to be out of the west-southwest, and that's going to bump us up into positive numbers for the weekend. Don't get too comfortable with it, though. Right now, it looks like probably by Tuesday, we'll be back into minus single-digit values. So a little bit up and down, and that's November weather. Now, if your dog is scratching at his or her ear and just, trying to rub it on the carpet, it might be a buildup of wax, but it could also be something much more serious, an internal ear infection, and they can't talk to you. So if you notice that behavior and you're checking the ears and they look red and inflamed, take him or her to the vet. And that's our Focus on Safety message for this week. Have a safe evening, everyone.